Hey everybody, let me talk in this video about object type. In Python there is two types of object, immutable and immutable. Immutable means this object could be changed, like when you define a variable from type list or dictionary, you could change the value of that object. But when we say this object is immutable, that means this object value cannot be changed, like when you define integer, float, string, and tuple. So make sure from these two data types. So when you want to use data type cannot be updated, just you define and you want to use it, use the data as immutable. If you want data to be updated, use this and dictionary. So let we study in details the difference between these two data types. Let we study what we mean by immutable and what we mean by immutable in Python. So yes, I would open the terminal. So first of all, I would just open terminal here, and I already opened it before. If you did not open it, make sure click Control D and click to Python 3, and yeah, there you go. So when you define variable as immutable, let me start with immutable. For example, we define x equal 10. Okay, if I click write ID, function ID, give me the ID for x in memory, click enter, he give me this ID for this variable. As we said before, when we used to the draw tool, we said when we define any variable in the, when we say x, we give x in the memory and we give it value of the 10. But this x represent location in memory, is that right? Yes, represent this location now. Now when you write x equal 11, you think you change the value in same place. You think you change this 10 to 11. But this is not right. Because if I say ID for x, now I have to have different ID. See? The new ID is totally different from first one. That means what he did, he just removed the old one and he created a new object, name it x, and he give it the value which is 11. So make sure from the variable data type, because x or because the integer is immutable, so the value of it cannot be changed. If I say type for x, that means the data type, hopefully type for x, he will tell me this data type of integer. And we said integer is immutable, so this value cannot be changed. So make sure from this part, not only integer, let me go forward with float. Let me pi say 3.5. Okay, if I say ID for pi, it will give you specific ID. If I want to change pi 0.5 to equal 3.5.56, when I write ID for pi, I have to have different ID. Why I have to have different ID? Because float is immutable, so you will not update this value. Just create a new variable, you remove the old variable because the type for pi is float. So yes, this is a float. What about string? Same thing. If I say name equal Hussein, okay, then I say ID for name. Then I want to change the name. I say name equal Hussein array. Okay. Then I say ID for name. I will have different name. Even I just updated the value of the variable, but I have different ID. Why? Because string also immutable, so you cannot change value of the variable. You have to delete all variable and create a new one. This is how it's work. So if I say type for name, you have to give me string. So see, what about another data type? We said also immutable. We said tuple also immutable. So if I say I have ages will be equal 1 and 10 year and 15 year. If I say ID for ages, I have specific ID. If I say ages equal, I just want to add a new element, for example 1, 10, 15, 12, you think you add a new element, but when I say ID for ages, I will have different ID. That's mean this is not same element. This age is not same this age. This is a new one, and the old one is removed already. So because this data type is immutable, because if I say type for the ages, I see it is tuple. That's mean immutable. What about the other data type? Like, I mean, the immutable one. We said you have two data type could be considered as immutable. One of them is list and the second one is dictionary. So if I say I have list of ages, so I say ages, I have 1, 10, 12, okay? If I say ID for age, I will have a specific ID. If I say ages equal 1, 10, 12, what do you think the ID will be now? It is different, for sure it is different, because I just define a new one, I removed the old one. The correct way is not this way, the correct way is this one. If I define ages equal plus 1, 10, 15. So if I say ID for ages, I would have specific ID. If I want to append element, I say ages dot append. I want to append 12. Okay. So now if I say ID for ages, will not change the ID. Still I have same ID, because list is the data type of immutable. So that you could change the variable. So he will not create a new variable. He updates the same variable one. So if I say type for ages, you have to say this is list, because yeah, this is list. What about dictionary? If I say person equal dict, and this dict will have name Hussein and age 27, hopefully. Yes, if I say a print, hopefully I said ID for person. He gives me specific ID. If I want to update the name, so I say person for the name, change it please to Hussein. All the way. You think, yeah, I just write again ID for the person. He gives me same ID. If I say okay, add the new data for the person, salary, whatever. Or merit, for example, and I'm adding this one, say yes, whatever, and I want to print the ID again, still same ID, even I added element. Why? Because the type for the person is what? Is immutable, dictionary, so could be changed. Yeah, this is what I want to share with you, and hopefully you understand the difference between immutable and immutable. Make sure when you have that, you have a lot of changing in specific data, don't use immutable, because you will remove element and create it, remove and create it. Make sure you use immutable. Here we done, and thank you for watching.